Today we celebrate the life of Saint Cyprian, bishop and martyr. He was a bishop around the year 258 and was an early Christian of Berber descent, like Saint Monica, the mother of Saint Augustine. He was born around the beginning of the 3rd century in North Africa, where he received a classical education. Soon after converting to Christianity, he became a bishop in the year 249. He had strong pastoral skills, and he was criticized for being holy, basically. His skillful Latin rhetoric led to his being considered the preeminent Latin writer. His family was a group of rich pagans. His original name was Thasius, took the name Cecilius in memory of a priest to whom he owed his conversion. He was a leading member of a legal fraternity in Carthage, an orator and pleader of the courts, and a teacher of rhetoric. After a dissipated youth, he was baptized when he was, listen to this, 35 years old. And after being baptized, he gave away a portion of his wealth to the poor of Carthage. And life went along hunky-dory, the usual problems that they had in Africa at that time. And then in 256, a new persecution broke out under Valerian. Pope Sixtus II was executed in Rome. And so they brought him up under charges that he refused to sacrifice to the pagan deities and instead firmly professed Christ. So we have the actual transcript of what happened on September of 258. He was imprisoned on the orders of Galerius Maximus, and we have the recorded public examination from September 14th, which also happens to be my birthday. And it went like this. Galerius says to him, "Are you Thasius Cyprianus?" He says, "I am." And then the consul goes, "The most sacred emperors have commanded you to conform to the Roman rites." Cyprian answers, "I refuse." Galerius says, "Take heed for yourself." Cyprian says, "Do as you are bid. In so clear a case, I may not take heed." And Galerius goes on to say, "Well, because you offended our sensitivities, we're going to have you sentenced to death." And so Cyprian answers, "Thanks be to God." The execution was carried out at once in an open place near the city. A vast multitude followed Cyprian. He removed his garments without assistance, knelt down and prayed, and after he blindfolded himself, he was beheaded by the sword. The body was interred by Christians near the place of execution. After his martyrdom came the martyrdom of 8 of his disciples in Carthage, but he remained faithful to the end. And that's the message of the martyrs: witness and fidelity. Remember that next time you're tested.